Good day, mates. Lost here. Welcome back to Asagao Academy. Last time we left off, we almost killed Shane, and we are mulling over whether we should apologize to him or not for almost killing him. I mean, it was an accident, seriously. And oh god, there is actually a choice here. I was right. Anyway, on one hand, I don't know if it'd be appropriate to apologize, because, well, it was an accident. And Shane doesn't seem to be the type that would pursue us if he didn't have a grudge. Yeah, a grudge, he'd do whatever what is necessary, but I don't think he has one. So I think we're just gonna let it be and hope that we encounter him again under normal circumstances. Let it be. Let's just let him be. The others were right. He'll come around eventually. But as time went on, my faith in Shane started to shake. I was slipping back into Satch. Wait, what? A straight week passed and he still hadn't spoken to me. Everyone kept telling me not to worry and that Shane wouldn't be mad. That Shane wasn't the type of the guy I'd let get to him or that I had let him cool off. But at this point, I wasn't worried about him cooling off. I was worried about me. I couldn't get out of my mind. At lunch, in class, I was always staring at him and wondering whether we were cool. I almost never saw Shane in the mornings anymore. He always slipped in class seconds before the bell rang. That's why when I saw him rushing to Poppy Hall that morning, I found myself hesitating.
Hey!
Hey, come on without me. I need to go grab something real quick. Really, but... Sorry. So I slipped away after him, following him through the halls. I had to finally talk to him. I couldn't live with this on my mind every hour of every day. I kept a bit of distance between us, hoping he wouldn't turn around and see me. Would this be easier if I had a disguise? Really, Hana? I have all the trash can in the middle of the hall. That is not a really good disguise, Hana. Shane just turned up the staircase ahead of me. I waited a minute before following him up to a heavy door, leading outside to the rooftop. You have a rooftop? Wow, we have a rooftop, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea this place even existed. Even Gerard of all people didn't show it to me on the tour. Was it secret? Were students not meant to know about it? I wonder if that bit of dialogue changes if he didn't go on the tour with Gerard. Anyway, I peeked out the window set inside the door, but all I could make out was the bright turquoise of Shane's normal boots jacket. He was crouching over something. What was he doing? I took a deep breath and pushed open the door as silently as I could. Oh. He is the waterman. Shane stood over a box line of blooming flowers, watering can in hand. He is indeed the handyman. He was watering the plants. A light breeze swept across the rooftop, stirring his hair and leaves. They looked almost like they were trembling in happiness. I must have gasped, or made some other noise, because Shane looked over his shoulder.
Hey.
Hi, Hana. I'm sorry. Don't be. Are you the gardener? Yes, I get up early anyway. As he turned towards me, his watering can swung with him. Little droplets of water shook off, dyeing the concrete. Why don't you come and sit? And there are convenient benches over there. Really? He stared at me blankly. I hastily crossed over to a bench and sat down. It wasn't every day Shane was so open, after all. I clasped my hands together, watching Shane water the plants. There was just the two of us in the sky, and it didn't feel weird at all. Usually the silence between us made me more uncomfortable, and I spent all my energy trying to fill it. This was nice. You were ignoring me then. That's a relief. Oh no, I was. What? Originally, I was just hoping you would acknowledge it. Then I got this job. What was I supposed to do? He lifted his watering can and started pouring it out on a single flower. For a while. I didn't know how to approach you. I know you felt bad. And so much time passed, there was no way not to acknowledge it. At least you don't hate me. Shane chuckled softly, the last few drops of water falling onto the poor flower. Of course not. He picked up a pair of clippers and with almost no ceremony snipped off a wilting leaf at the stem. First you drowned poor things, and you cut off perfectly healthy leaves? He stopped, looked between the clipped foliage and me. Who hired you to be the gardener? Shane looked sadly down at his maimed plants. No one else wanted to do it. I couldn't let them die. Shane. No, I was just joking. But, they're not gonna like you after seeing what you've done to their friends. Do you want some help? Shane looked at his plants, then back to me. Then back at the plants. They're gone. They're not bad. They actually look quite healthy. But my mother used to garden. I know a lot about plants because of that. I joined him at the box, and he offered me his watering can. Thanks. ... I crouched low, examining the plant he was just tending. Don't cut off stems aren't completely dead. They'll perk up eventually with some water and sunlight. For some reason, being near plants made me lower my voice, like I was talking to a child or someone who was scared. Like some plants are. I didn't want to alarm them, I wanted them to feel safe. Shane nodded, staring hard at the plant. Knowing him, he was committing the information to memory. Maybe I should come up with you in the mornings. I have to make sure you don't kill the flowers after all. Fair enough, Flower Queen. Why didn't you tell anyone about this anyways? I didn't want to tell the guys. Now that I thought about it, I didn't blame him. They never let him live it down. It's really great that you're doing this. It's nothing, really. I handed the watering can back to Shane, and he took it to a dusty little shed in the corner of the roof. I followed him to the door, scanning the garden as I went. You know, any perceptive person could look up at the roof and see that there is a green-jacketed man up here, but... Oh, an Asagao flower! A morning glory bloomed in the box next to mine. Excuse me. I didn't know they grew here. It's kind of the name of the school. That's right, Asagao Academy. Of course they have them around. It was the first one to show up this spring. My mom used to grow morning glories. She loved them. Does she garden a lot? She did when she was still around. Oh, sorry. After she passed away, my dad tried to take care of her flowers. They died too. She was an amazing gardener, though. People loved her flowers, and she loved them like they were her own children. Hana means flower. I like to think that's why she named me that. After things that brought her the most joy. We both stood in silence, watching a single blue flower tremble in the breeze. It'll be great to see them around here. Especially for taking such good care of them. I took a deep breath. I accepted my mother's death a long time ago, but I almost never talked about it. I wasn't even sure whether mine knew. They will be great, with your help. This might not be the best time for me to say this, but I've been thinking. Shane studied the skyline. I turned and joined him, watching the clouds spill over distant green mountains. About you. Oh. ... On the team, I mean. I know how hard you've worked to get better at Dum-Doom's revenge. While you're not where you all like to be, I want you on the team. You do? Yes. That's it? Yes? You're not going to make me jump through any more hoops? Another skills test, some homework, a list of combo techniques? What is this, a fighting game? No more of that. I'm sorry to give you a hard time, I just wanted to make sure you had the potential. And he finally saw it. Thanks, it means a lot that you've changed your mind. You know I'll do my best. When you fail, it'll just be more of an I told you so. Shane! He raised hands up, feigning innocence. Let's go to class for a find a way to blackmail you. With flowers. Shane and I started meeting up at the rooftop early every morning. In no time, I was caring for flowers under his gentle guidance. So this is the one, huh? I tilted my watering can over to richly purple irises. They remind me of morning glories. Shane stepped out from behind the other flower aisles, a large and oddly shaped watering can in his hands. They get that a lot. He tipped the watering can. Instead of watering one spot as I expected, the can watered 9. Oh, that's incredible! Agano's got to look after his tools too. Siberian irises need tons of water. The smallest difference can change whether something lives or dies. That should be good. We're running late. I checked my phone, realizing for the first time exactly how late we were. We hurried to the first floor, hoping class hadn't started. We'd never hear the end of it show up late together. Not just from the class, but from Miss Shizuka. Probably talking about how jealous she is that there's such young love going on. As we neared the door, John poked his head out. Was he cooing at us? It almost seemed like he was imitating Jock, especially since he disappeared from his shoulder. Shane narrowed his eyes. What? Sean slid into the classroom as we approached. Miss Shizuka must not have been in yet. That is a loud vehicle going by my house in the afternoon. Shane and I walked into the classroom together, so relieved to be on time that we didn't give the action much thought, but right on cue. Ooh! Shane stopped in the doorway, arms crossed.
Really?
Gee, you two are together an awful lot lately, don't you think?
You could call them a duo, maybe in a pair, or a couple. There was something about what they were saying that seemed rehearsed. Shane's glares could have pierced metal. I don't think the others minded. Come to think of it, I don't think this is a recent development.
See?
I do believe you're correct. This strange togetherness has been going on for a while now, hasn't it?
Shane stepped to my side and leaned into my ear. Ignore them. John's eyes glittered as he watched Shane pull away. He whistled.
Hoo-hoo! Sharing sweet nothings already?
Guys, really, that's enough.
Right?
Sorry, Hana, you gotta admit, you two have been together an awful lot lately. If people didn't know any better, they might get a few ideas.
He nudged John in the side.
Ooh, right.
John lifted his arms over his head and brought them down slowly, exaggeratedly, to rest on my shoulders. Dramatic.
Hana, in honor of you, you're solving the most difficult of puzzles.
He shot a look at Shane, who balked.
We hereby crown you an official puzzle master.
Yay!
Oh, neat, what does that mean?
Nothing really.
Oh. Shane sighed and bypassed them on the way to his seat.
Hey.
I want to stop. Shizuka's coming. As she scrambled to her desk, I couldn't help but feel something was off. Like, what the hell is a puzzle master supposed to be? They might be calling me the puzzle master, but I felt like this puzzle was far from solved.
Shane.
Shane?
Hey.
Yes, Hana? He didn't even look up, so absorbed that he wasn't transplanting a bunch of lilies from one box to another. A technique that you do for some flowers. I realized that I don't know much about you. Shane made no move to respond, as expected. Just that I feel like everyone knows more about you than I do. We haven't been friends for that long, nothing personal.
Well,
Well, why'd you leave England? You never talk about it. I wanted to. Okay, why did you want to? The timing was good. Okay, but why was that? It worked out like that. Shane? All my attempts to get to know Shane, or at least why he left England, turned into this kind of verbal dodgeball match. Never mind. He rolled up his sleeves and began to pat down the dirt he laid around the flower. I stood nearby, watering can in hand. Sorry, Hana, nothing to tell. As much as I could believe Shane led a boring life, I felt like there was more to it. But if Shane didn't want to tell me, he wasn't going to. I shouldn't push it. Especially since he only recently began to trust me. Ready the water? Right. I lifted the pot over the lilies. Steady. Right now, all of Shane's attention was on the planting process. Part of me understood. Lilies had a thing about wilting when you didn't plant them exactly right. But part of me also felt like his focus was incredibly sharp for someone so used to gardening. I finished watering the lilies, and Shane examined their leaves. I'm gonna get some fertilizer from the art closet.
Yeah.
Good idea. The art closet was the biggest supply closet in the school, so that was where Shane put his fertilizer, to Art Stennis' frustration. I charged down the staircase and down to the hallway, only to be immediately accosted.
Hey.
Hana!
John called to me from the hallway down the hall, halfway down the hall. Jimmy glaring next to him.
Help me enlighten Jimmy. This kid here doesn't think Cole is the best character in Steven Galaxy.
That's because Mirror is the best.
You see this, Hana? Jim likes the inanimate object.
Cole isn't alive either.
Huh.
It was once. It was once.
I'm sure we're to Cole, actually. Sorry, John.
What?
What? But Cole has 3 eyes.
John was left speechless, completely unable to defend his objectively inferior character.
But
Yeah!
good job, Hana.
Mm.
Whatever. Anyways, where's Shane?
Aren't you two
usually together right about now?
Really? What's this all about? I glared at the both of them, not getting to give John the satisfaction of being flustered. I'm going to go grab something, that's all.
Sure, I'm sure that's all it is.
John chuckled. I resisted the urge to punch him, but then a thought occurred to me. If John was close enough to Shane to make fun of him... You and Shane are good friends, right?
Yeah, he's probably one of my best friends. Why?
I want to know more about Shane, but obviously Shane didn't want to tell me. I wasn't supposed to know. But Shane didn't seem like he would ever tell me or anyone else. He didn't seem the type to talk about himself. Can I just ask John? That's incredibly rude, Hana. And I highly doubt that I want to hear the answer to the question why Shane leave England from someone that's not Shane. So we're gonna forget about this.
If you say so.
Really, it's fine.
I didn't want the prior to be nosy. If Shane found that I knew because John told me, it'd be a breach of trust. Not to mention John would probably get in trouble too. But that didn't stop me from wanting to know. Just ask Shane yourself. I feel like he'd be more open with you than us.
Hey.
Hey,
Maybe. I should get going. I was supposed to be right back. Any longer, he'll know something's up.
See ya.
best of luck, Hana.
When I got back to the roof, Shane was waiting near the door, both our bags in his hands. Fertilizer?
Ah! I ran the John Jimmy and completely forgot. Let me get back.
I pivoted and started back down the stairs, but Shane grabbed the collar of my shirt and pulled me back. Class is starting. There's always tomorrow.
Right.
I tried to take my bag for him, but Shane walked right past me.
Shane? Shane?
What? Was he trying to carry my bag for me?
Don't you need to lock the door?
Right. Right. He put my bag under his arm and locked the door to the roof. Then he headed back down the stairs. My computer slowed down for some god who knows what reason.
Coming? Yeah, right behind you.
Shane, sweet when you least expected it. Rooftop. Shane didn't text me often. Okay, so that was Shane texting, or at all. So I got this text from him, I assumed something must be up. In fact, I was worried. I threw on my uniform and ran to the rooftop. The wind blew against the door, hard against the door, and it took all my strength to push it open. Shane sat alone on a bench, staring wistfully into the skyline. I rushed to his side.
Shane, are you okay?
He jolted as if woken from reverie. Then he stared blankly at me.
I'm fine. Oh.
Another gust of wind blew through the space between us, chilling me down to my bones. I drew my uniform's coat tight around me, mentally cursing the thin fabric.
I was sleeping when you texted me.
Oh, sorry. He didn't seem to want to say anything else. Finally sat next to him. As I did, he scooted an inch away. I sighed, my breath turning into fog in front of me.
It's cold out tonight.
Yeah. We sat in silence for a few moments. Shane didn't seem cold at all. But then, Shane also had his normal boots jacket. Those things look toasty as heck.
How was your night?
Why is there so much slowdown?
Fine.
I nodded slowly. Why did he call me up here? He wasn't giving me anything to work with.
Anything specific I can help with?
Not really.
Oh.
Well...
Well, that's good, I think.
I trailed off, feeling with a loose string on my sleeve. I have to cut it off later.
Yeah.
My teeth chattered, and I gritted them to stop from making noise. It was still up on the rooftop. There was no sound aside from the wind cutting across the edges of the building. Asagao was far enough away from the city and the streets that it was almost like being in another world, an oasis of nature and academia. Now that I thought about it, that was probably intentional. The sound was nice, but it really was freezing out. I wasn't saying anything, I was dying of cold, and I was starting to lose my patience. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths.
I think I'm gonna head back to the dorms. Wanna come with me?
Shane shook his head.
Alright, well I'm heading in.
I looked meaningfully at him.
Okay.
He said himself.
Alright, see you in class.
I stood, my knees creaking, and started away. But Shane grabbed my hand. Almost instantly, he released it.
No.
You're being rude.
Hey. What?
Shane never spoke so directly to me, or to anyone, in such an insulting way. I was trying to talk.
I didn't experience any of that trying. You weren't saying anything. How's it my fault? How am I the one being rude?
I couldn't think of anything to say. He looked away, his head dropping onto his chest. He really did seem kind of sad. You don't know me well, right? Maybe I can fix that. I sat back down on the bench, closer to Shane. This time he didn't move away.
Why didn't you just say so?
I'm not good at talking about myself. I could tell.
Well...
I do want to know why you came to Asagao when I asked you to avoid the question.
Oh, if you have the color, I could tell you that.
That's not what I want to know.
It's blue. I stared at him. What's yours?
Shane, please. It's pink. You know me already. I just want you to understand me better. I feel like there's something important that you're not telling me. I care about you. So I just... What?
I trailed off, not knowing how to complete that sentence. Shane shifted next to me, a blush tinting his cheeks. Finally, he sighed.
I had a girlfriend in England. You did? Her name was Emily. I thought my world revolved around her, but soon I realized it wasn't just mine. She was the center of everything without even trying. It just happened. It was weird. Good things, bad things. Nothing seemed to be moving unless she was around for it. I'm not joking. Towards the end, I started thinking the world generally revolved around her. Man, I probably sound really stupid. No, you're fine. She would get involved in things with the government. I don't know what was going on, but she was like an agent for them or something. Since I was her boyfriend, I got held captive a few times. Oh my god, Shane! It's fine, she's always saved me in the end, but...
Okay, so you're a dude in distress. That is a lot more understandable now.
Did you not like her because of it?
He scratched his chin.
Well, no, I liked her a lot. She was glamorous, outgoing, kind-hearted, beautiful. Everyone gravitated towards her, and I did the same, maybe not without realizing. It's strange, I don't even remember how we got together. I'm so quiet it almost doesn't make sense. It just happened. She had a real passion for life. I nodded. It made me feel a little uncomfortable to hear so much about Emily. It seemed like he liked her a lot. I wasn't the only one who noticed her, though. A lot of people liked her, too, and she let them. It hurt. My comic was inspired by her, actually. He cleared his throat, turning away to hide the blush on his cheeks. Oh, the one you showed me? With Emma? Oh.
Emily. Emma. Of course.
You two are alike now that I think about it.
Really?
We are? You both get excited at the drop of a hat.
He nodded, finally making eye contact with me for the first time since I came up here.
Emily had pink hair, too.
That explains a lot.
What?
What? I and my mom had pink hair. I never heard. It isn't common.
It's very, very rare. He looked at me expectantly.
That's why you're suspicious of me.
He nodded, picking at the hem of his jacket.
I was worried pink hair meant you would be similar.
Well...
It sounds ridiculous, but I reached a conclusion, especially after you just happened to get involved with the club, that you were the same.
I see. And why did you find out?
You are. You both have that same magnetic quality.
You mean...
But Emily was kind of selfish. She was so used to everything being about her. She came from a rich family, always had friends, always had boys following her around. It made her unempathetic. She was always focused on herself because the world was always focused on her. That's what's made her dangerous. You, however, are quiet and generous.
Yeah.
You haven't been fed with a silver spoon. I've been wondering whether, because you've struggled, you turned out better. Whether the world still revolves around you, but in a worse way.
I don't know.
I don't know, but you have a way of making the world work with you to help others, not just for your own benefit. I was stunned. Shane had obviously been thinking about this, observing me for a long time. He wasn't comfortable talking about himself, and it was obvious from his clipped sentences and fidgeting that this was a hard topic for him. He must have been hurt a lot. It wasn't all bad. While we were together, I realized there was more I could be doing. She helped me realize that, though unintentionally. It was the only way I could escape the situations I was up in. So without her help, he'd still be there.
We broke up, I came here, the art program was so much better. I've had to find other inspiration for my comic. He swallowed. Hard. Except for you, Amin. Me? Your inspiration? ... Thanks. I'd never been anything close to an inspiration. If I was being truthful, Shane was the one inspiring me. Shane, Mai, and the rest of Norwood's Club were helping me become the person I always wanted to be. I'll try my best to be an inspiration. Thank you, really, for telling me. It means a lot. You're welcome. Shane and I strolled through the rooftop garden after conversation ended. The atmosphere around us lighter than ever before. It seemed like Shane could finally look me in the eye and see me for me. For the first time, the color of my hair wasn't standing between us. He smiled gently down at me as we surveyed our misshapen family of plants. My heart was struck. I wanted to date Shane. Dun dun dun. I need your help! Well, I'm going to continue after this in the next episode. In case you like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.